So let's talk about your curriculum. Some really good juice. We're on day 6, I think. So I did a 40-day one, broke it, ate for a couple of weeks, and now we're back at it. But let's talk about your curriculum. It is so nice out, by the way. Can you guys hear those birds? Amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm getting like a dopamine hit from these birds. It's amazing. Your curriculum. So, play along with me here, okay? This is my opinion. This is my take on mystics. At least to get to enlightenment. Something that can really help is adopting perceptions, regardless if they're true or not, that ease resistance, right? And one of these is this. I don't believe in it, but it's a perception I tried on, and it's a perception I like because of I had a very enlightening morning. I felt very blissful, very peaceful, very just okay with everything. Nothing needed to move, nothing needed to change. No one needed to do this, no one needed to say that. Everything was perfect. And I was just completely okay with everything. I've been pumping out videos and my phone is hot as shit. Oh my God, it's like burning my hand. Wow, that shit's hot as fuck. And it's this, okay? Again, it sounds like backwards religion, where it's like, hey, after you die, this is where you go. There's like there's like this backwards one in mysticism where it's before you were born. Like your soul signed a contract, and everything that happens, you decided to have happen. How do you know? Because I asked both the same question. If I'm gonna shun and reject and deny religion, then it's like it would be hypocritical of me to not do the same for mysticism. And I didn't even realize I wasn't doing it for mysticism. You know what I'm saying? I was just like blindly accepting it. And I was like, wait, this is what I did with religion. What am I doing? You know? And now I'm viewing mysticism in the same light. Not as much, because I am a big fan of it. But I'm trying to grade it through the same lens that I have with Catholicism. Okay. But there's this one perception that I tried on, and I really liked it, and I don't believe it to be true, because I don't know, you know, but I tried it on, and the amount of ease, which I was surprised I experienced, because I don't believe it to be true. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Which is this, is that you chose everything that happens. This girl walked by and said this to you, you chose that. This emotion you're feeling, you chose that. Which is true, because if the emotions come from perceptions, at some point in your life, you chose to perceive things in a certain way, which then are now causing these conscious reactions that you're having, right? So it's like, whenever the conscious reaction comes up, I go, oh, I chose this. And it's like, I did, because I chose the perception. And then you could even say, I chose that because I agreed to choose that before I came here, right? So you kind of want to look at your curriculum is designed to evolve consciousness, right? That's the whole, right? Peter Crone says this. Some mystics will say this, but just look at it as everything that you have gone through, no matter how atrocious it is. Because I understand the certain amount of atrocity. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. The certain amount of atrocities that humans can commit on one another, right? But it's like I would assert that, not even assert. It's just like, based off of that perception, you chose for that to happen, so it could trigger, so you could perceive it in yourself this way, so that you could be presented with the restraints that you agreed to overcome before you came here. Regardless if you believe that's true or not, regardless if you believe in it, try it on and watch the resistance to your life just ease. Just watch it silent. It's like a crying baby that just got a warm bottle of milk. It's just crying, screaming, crying, kicking, pooping, peeing, throwing a tantrum, and then you just give it a warm bottle of milk, and it's just like, and you experience this in real time, and it's just like, what is going on? And I just applied that moment to moment. I chose this. That mosquito that bit me, I chose that. The reaction I had to the mosquito biting me, I chose that. Right? And you know, I've gone through some nasty things, and I look back on those moments and I apply, I chose that because I agreed to evolve consciousness before I came here. I don't know if that's true. I don't fucking know. You know, I have no fucking idea. And then the funniest hocus pocus bullshit that the mystics will say, and you'll forget. It's just like, dude, like, you are professional gaslighters, you fucking mystics. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, but regardless, it really brings a lot of ease where I once had a lot of dis-ease, right? Where I was not at ease. Okay. So try it on and see if it helps you. And it's just like, that's the cool thing about perception. It's like, if you don't like it, you can change it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't need to be true for you to believe in it. And that's I would assert 99% of humanity. And that's why we suffer, is because we're believing in things that aren't true. They're real because we believe in them, but they're not true. So try that on for size and just see the resistance, see what it does. If it doesn't work for you, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about perceptions. They're not, you know, like, you can change them. So it's like, I was like, man, I'm like in a glasses store. Let me try this one on. Let me try this one on. Which one's helping me see better? Oh, I can see the illusion now. Okay, I like these. I'm gonna keep these on. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of just what I've been doing. And that's just a really good one. So you have the mantra, I chose this, and then you have the perception and I guess you could even say belief that everything, like Marcus Aurelius, probably one of my favorite quotes of all time, definitely my favorite quote by him. Everything that happens has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. And it's just like, wow. How did you say that many years ago? How did you say that? Because that blows my mind. What did you take? What were you on? Who are you? Marcus Aurelius. How did you, you know? It's just like, that's really good. And then you could just find this in a lot of like prominent figures. And it's funny, it's like, it's just like anything, mysticism and the gurus. It's like, I'm noticing that, you know, it's perception that brings people together. You know, it's so funny. Like Navy SEALs, like, sure, there can be perceptions that don't align with the majority, but usually the majority of the community, they perceive things in a similar way, you know, at least in that space. Now, you can have Navy SEALs that have different perceptions outside of this space, vastly different. But in terms of in this space, usually the perceptions are quite close in relation. So yeah, I just lost my train of thought. I think that is the end of the video, because I actually just forgot what the video is about. I just forgot everything. I don't even know what I just said, the whole 9 minutes, but hopefully you enjoy it. Peace.